Welcome back again to SimRacing Unlimited. Today, again with me, Danny, and we have something coming up for you. A new hardware review of pedals. And which kind of pedals do we have here? Exactly, the new ones from Cube Controls, the Cube Controls SP01 pedals. Not in the Formula style, we have them in the GT style, and what they can offer, you will find out soon. Now let's open up the box. It's the typical Cube Controls box made of cardboard with the really nice packaging that we already know from the steering wheels. On the right hand side you have the throttle and on the left hand side the brake. Let's open up the compartment of the throttle and get this beautiful piece out of it. Let's take a look at it. Very well manufactured from CNC machines, and now up to the braking pedal, which is actually the most important part here. Turn around a bit, you see it in detail later on. In the white plastic bag you find the performance kit, which you need to purchase separately. And everything else, like the cables and tools, are labeled in small cardboard boxes, easy to find for you. Enough talk, now let's get some action. After this nice dry brake, I show you how you change the settings and springs and elastomers on the brake pedal. Therefore, I put the damper on the lowest setting. Afterwards, we unscrew the big nut, so you lose any tension on the braking mechanism. Otherwise, it's going to be very tough to actually unscrew everything. With the provided Allen key, we unscrew the rod. It takes some turns, just be slow and cautious so you don't damage anything. For the last rotations of the rod you can do it by hands, it's very easy, and then pull it out very cautious so you don't lose any of the parts which then fall apart. And here are all the essential parts for your braking feeling: the blue spring, the yellow elastomer, and some spacers, which are very important to keep everything together, and the cup, which is provided in two different settings, soft and hard. Now let's put everything away so we don't lose anything, and take care with the washers, because there are different washers for the cup, for the elastomer, and this one is especially designed for the elastomer, so it fits directly into the diameter. Under the cup you put one spacer, and then you put the elastomer back into the cup, the special designed washer for the elastomer onto it, with the small ring facing downwards into the elastomer. It requires some force to compress everything together, but that's totally normal. To reassemble the brake, you put the rod up first, then our small package of the cup and the elastomer, and then big nut again in front. While tightening up the rod again, take care that you don't miss a thread of the pedal, otherwise you can maybe destroy it, and that would be very sad. Tighten the rod with your hands, and when it's tight enough, take the Allen key and do like a quarter rotation to make it safe. In the end, don't forget to put some pressure through the nut again, otherwise the pedal will have a lot of slack. And there we go, the whole process of changing elastomers and settings on the brake. Before we jump to the conclusion, I want to remind you of something. In our research, we saw a lot of fuss and social media shitstorming in the last few days about Cube Controls and these kind of pedals. I just want to remind you guys, We vote for a friendly environment where everybody can share his opinion and has an opinion, no matter whether he's positive or criticizing something. It's all about sharing the love of sim racing and virtual racing, hardware, software, cars. No matter what, please, if you do post something down in the video, please use constructive feedback and be nice to each other. So now let's jump to the conclusion. So that's the first entry of Cube Controls in the pedal sector with the Cube Controls SP01. They come in the price for 1,341 euros with tax applied to Germany and shipping to Germany. And yeah, what we have here. So basically, first of all, to experience the pedals in all their beauty and also performance, I recommend to get the performance kit. You see it down here, and also it's installed obviously here in the pedal and the brake, because yeah, you get all the flexibility you will ever need in terms of braking feel and braking settings. I played around with the cup and the 3 elastomers, I think, for 1.5 hours. So there's a lot of things to test, prove, and also maybe to find in terms of braking performance. Especially what was very nice to feel and also a good surprise was the ability for trail braking. It was really easy. I think it comes down through the selection of the cup and also the damper settings. I'm driving on 3.5. The pedals have at least 16 different damper settings. It's different to what they say on the page. Maybe it's from an older model or a prototype, but this damper has 16. In terms of what you saw on social media, that these kind of pedals squeak or something like that, I don't have any squeaking at all, just mechanical sounds. And also the damper is very tight, so also no slack there. Yeah, we're coming to the braking pedal, to throttle pedal. Wouldn't be so great to always mix them up. You can set it up very soft and also very tight. I think there's a good mix for everybody, especially when you consider you can change everything really easy on the fly. For the throw, let's say, you can change it like directly on the pedal and then have a bit more throw or less. When it comes to the brake, I was a bit, yeah, I had my doubts, to be honest, in the starting, because you need tools to exchange the brake rod, which are but also supplied in the box. So you just unscrew the rod, then you can take everything apart, put the rod in again, screwed through the screw here, and then tighten up in here. Oh, please take note there, don't use too much force. And then you're good to go. So I changed everything in under 1 minute. Sorry for the small mistake here. And yes, otherwise, what I should say about pedals, right? There are plenty of pedals. Why you should get the Cube Controls? I think in terms of flexibility on the braking pedal, they are outstanding. I think you won't find any other pedal set which has that much of wide range to change the braking feel actually on the pedal. In terms of design, I think the Italian design is always something to look out. I like the anodized aluminium. It's really well made, CNC operated and manufactured, so there's no sharp edges or something like that. That looks really great, especially if you combine it with LEDs on your simulator. And otherwise, there's nothing to say actually against the pedals. Some people will probably criticize the price, but it's always the same. The price is up to you, and if you can pay it or value the product enough, that's not my decision to make for you. So otherwise, I will take them home to test them a bit more in the long run to see how the elastomers will perform. Also play a bit with the springs. That's also quite interesting. And just keep in mind also, please read the manual before you change something on the brake, because these kind of spacers have their own unique use case. So don't mix them up, otherwise it's going to be not a nice experience. I mixed them up previously and then had some, yeah, not great results. Just read the manual, then everything was quite easy, but I didn't read the manual at first, so typical Danny. So yes, that was a review of the Cube Controls SP01. If you have any comments on that, feedback about our review, how we made it, feedback at or around the pedals, please be constructive. There's a lot of heated discussion currently in there, and if you give us a thumb up, it would mean the world to me. And if you also want to support us, please subscribe to our channel. And that was everything to be said about the Cube Controls pedals. And I wish you a pleasant day. See you. Goodbye.